Okay. Are the guards... Are the guards gone? Okay. And I'll just scooch over here. Okay, hello everyone! Welcome back. And behold, I am in the courtroom for today. Yes! I'm so proud I managed to break it. I rented out the place for today. For 4 hours, which is a grand honor. It wasn't cheap, let me tell you. Oh, I'm so excited. So yeah, let's commit fraud today. Perfectly dressed and all. Yeah. Whew. I'm sorry, I was just a bit nervous. I worked a long time on this and yeah. I didn't know what others would think, but thank you for that compliment, Nehru. I'm happy that you're here. I'm kind of curious how many will come and see and will be shocked at my transformation. But seeing as there's nobody here, except for Nehru, of course, let's switch to the most important part. The game itself! Today we're gonna continue with Justice for All. The second game! Really? Aw, thank you. It took me a long time to really get the style down for the jacket. I'm happy. Okay. The Lost Turnabout, huh? Alright. Let's begin. Oh, and the house rules are... If I lose, I will go to jail. And if I then win after that, I will get released from jail. If I don't... If I lose a second time, I will stay in jail for the rest of the stream. And then I will start with a clean slate again after I escape from... will get released with bail. So yeah. Let's begin. Uh-oh. How did I get into this mess? That's not... That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright! What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title! Ah! Oh my god, the judge will haunt me. Oh my gosh! Oh my god, that's his ringtone! What a nightmare. And I bet it was this cursed ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. What? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. This is a way more climactic opening than the first game. Oh no. Yeah, no, this is not good. Yeah, it is. Ouch, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning! Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my... Oh no, he has amnesia. Oh my gosh, that's... Oh my god. You promised me! You said you would not prove... You said you would prove that I was not guilty! Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost. When all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said! You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day! And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir! I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever! What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... Yeah, but it's better, but it's still stupid. What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just... Well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm... Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Uh-oh. The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Okay. I guess I must have amnesia. Let's see. What can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? I have to admit, this is funny, the way it is written. September 8th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Is that Pain? The judge! Hello! I'm sitting where you are sitting right now. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yes, I'm happy he's back. At least I'm not going up against Edgeworth. He will be very confused. Am I ready? Let's check first. Found this in my pocket. Autopsy report of a dude named Dustin. 96628. Cause is a broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. It's probably strangled to death. Found under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Okay. And who is Maggie Bird? The only thing I can recall is that she's a policewoman. Okay, Dustin Prince is a police officer. It seems he was dating the defendant. And Payne. Well, where ready as I'll ever be, I guess. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of... Nope. No. The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police. This case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, Rocky. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. No, we're right. I'm so dead. Gumshoe, hello! I'm so happy to see you again. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant? She works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir! And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Yeah. He actually is really well with rolling with the punches today, even though he has amnesia. I would freak out if I just don't have memory and am expected to run a trial. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Ah, it's not strangulation. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Yes, this autopsy report. Correct. Why do I not remember getting a copy? You have a copy, sir. I got it. 628. I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. This court accepts it into evidence. Okay. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, yes? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually... it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record. Yep, info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? Yeah, she's aware enough to know what a tab button is. Too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? Tab. Right, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found on the victim's body? If I remember correctly, it was a pair of glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabs his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. And held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing... Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Ugh. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more. And this evidence is very decisive. Okay, bring it on. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Okay, let's see. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. It's always they write their name down, but... is it really as common as it is? I don't think so. Ooh, I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. Did they just check with her optician whether these glasses are the same strength as hers? Yeah, actually, they got a good point. Yeah, it's just a fiction trope. I remember it being done in Danganronpa and it was so dumb. But luckily they only used it once. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why? This is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But he already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine. We're doing a repeat of this again. This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie. But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. It does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Hi there, Moldy Tree. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. Yep. Time to see if I will go to prison for fraud. Or not. I will be a good lawyer. Ah, indeed. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. I made it myself too, this costume. So... Can I press already? About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness, and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the ones she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So, what you are saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves those glasses are my clients. Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Whoa, that was amazing! I can totally feel it down in my guts. Let's just press everything first. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. The culprit's name. Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... was the name that of my client? Let me check something. Wait a sec! It was spelled wrong! Can I present this? Yes, I was correct! I knew it was a spelling mistake! What is it? He finally remembers. What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs. Finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is, Maggie Bird. It's I.E. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here, and it's Maggie Bird with E-Y. It looks like the bird caught in a catnapping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Or maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. You claimed they were lovers. May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have known her real name. No! You forgot to write a comma. A simple spelling mistake. That is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were, in fact, lovers? Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. Really? Oh my gosh, that's messed up. That they don't even remember their own love's name? That's very depressing for the other party. That's... yeah, no. Always remember your partner's names, guys. That's the minimum of barest minimums to do. Yeah. Also can be a kind of red flag sometimes. Sometimes you just have like a tip. Just ask your boyfriend once in a while, what's my name? It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean, Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Okay. No, press. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. The struggle of being broke. I know that too, Gumshoe. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really. Anyway. Yeah. Sound like they do... Marriage, but wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as himself, pal? Not that... that's a whole debate in and of itself. But I personally wouldn't go over 5 years. So yeah, that's my opinion of it all. You can have different ones. No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? Yeah, that's also a very, very big one. I was excluding the minors part. Don't date minors. Ugh, I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The victim's birthday, huh? The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah, the victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. Ah, I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. That's great. Hi, Theo. Hello. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I've gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give us a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at the time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty. Guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. What did she buy? Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove. Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. Yeah, let's press on further on that. Just now, I believe she said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? What I'm thinking is, maybe it was made for a left hand, even though he wrote it with the right. If I can prove that, if I can show the court a baseball glove with this picture, I can disprove that he didn't write the message. So I'll just do that. Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know! I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? Oh, no! It is right-handed. Oh, this isn't good. Banana. Banana baseball glove. That actually sounds kind of funny. Banana baseball. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it. Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, that's true. It brings up an important question. Yeah, why the misspelling? Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. I think the baseball glove really is left-handed. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Can I further examine the glove? I really need to know first if it really is a left-handed glove. It really doesn't look like it. No. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything if you want scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. His pointer finger. You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results. We found that there was sand on the finger. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger. Yes, this explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin. Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That is incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. Emma taught him some new tricks, I see. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. He made a microscope. Yeah, that's it. He used one of those, and that's how you found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough. Listening to this, that name is definitely written. Don't you think that would be really strange, sir? It doesn't really vote that message with his right hand. Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? Ah, it really is a left-handed one. Yes. It is the glove. Here we go. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yeah, that's why I was doubting it so much, but apparently it is. Maggie said it herself. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. Oh! Oh! I am so dumb. Of course, when you pitch, you throw with your dominant hand. Okay, now it makes sense. Wow, I was dumb. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale. Have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture it was his... Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. That is... I object! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No, it's not possible! Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Oh, right, you did it, Mr. Wright! Whew, feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by a judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. Yeah, where's the dude that hit me and caused my amnesia? This court finds the... No, not yet! I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. Okay. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? I knew it. I knew it. It's time for the dude. And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Uh-oh. This is not good. Not good at all. Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get cut tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Okay. Okay, good first start, everyone. We're doing well. Oh, it's a different tune. I'm so used to the do 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 do. Now it's different. Okay. September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? I was trying to tell you from the beginning. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. Maggie cake should be all you need. Oh no. Please don't hit me. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you about me. I think, she's just too insistent. The cake is reserved for, very special occasions, I guess. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember. I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help. This is a business card? I got this from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. There are some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Okay, I have my own business card. Guess for now we should stop talking about me. Oh, I just realized. I managed to get my own business cards. I had enough money to do so. Start talking about this case. Yeah, she watched from the audience a few times in the first game, apparently. On her off days. This case. Yep, can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with that cell phone, but... Cell phone. Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me. This might be very important. Okay, Roger. Man, the limits people go to meet their heroes. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. That legit was a part of the case? All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. You could call me Maggie. That's how they met. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. So where is the phone you found now? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Huh. Oh my gosh! Did someone steal my phone and pretend to be me? Oh my gosh! You mean this? You think he has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... You were here all along! Oh my gosh, Maya! I didn't expect Maya! Wasn't she off on training? Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see her again. You're so mean! I called you a million times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Now who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie! And a good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive super important evidence. Here you are, Nick, the thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt. It looks like these guys are up to no good. No good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. Maybe she's the caretaker of Polly, now that the old man's gone to jail. That could be an explanation. Members of a con artist group. Why would a group of con artists pop onto a case like this? Don't look at me! Where did you get this list from in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look this up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. So that's where they're from. You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Maya... Actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is now over. Please bring the defendants and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, oops! Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck. Guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Nah. I guess it's just a product of the times, I guess. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words. What is it, Mr. Payne? Can we not speak about this any further? It makes me a bit uncomfortable, to be honest. Personally, it's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on... There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please. Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls its next witness. A drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder. Yes! It is the dude who knocked me out! Please state your name for the court witness. Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something. Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk? Did I? But I will not stand for that. Now you've stared the court's eyes and called me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me... oh no, he's into... It's like old bag. Stop! Stop. I can't read that fast. Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on. What is he? A human chatterbox? Ugh, I have to question him. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need apply. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Glasses, but you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough. Your name witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting as its... A PhD in drifting! He is a master of Mario Kart, Your Honor. If you want to, you could call me a university student in transit. Yes, Tokyo Drift! Gotta step on the gas!
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you're attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy, out on a walk with Nami. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to this part. What you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you... What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. My goodness, he is exhausting. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I am questioning my life choices. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course I remember her sweet face, it was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. You mean the glove? That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
Strange, my mind is very calm and clear. For once. Maybe it's because I believe in my client.
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies. Okay, let's defeat this man. I will not press him on this. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. So what should I do now?
Don't be intimidated.
Answer the question. How did you know what time it was? I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's the thing that tells you the time.
As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene.
Oh, so it is. I looked at the clock, and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this... Oh, no, I got into ramble again. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case... And how did you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my deductive reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle practically screamed police officer.
Shouldn't that statement have come first? Whoa, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do?
Even I haven't figured out yet. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. Yeah, she does. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was just about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such loud voice during questioning.
So stay. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court.
Then please don't make me have to raise my voice.
Are you finished? I'd like to continue, if that's alright with you. So you're sure you're not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There's no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course.
Of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? That was the baseball. The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw.
That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas.
Yeah. Could be, but there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at a crime scene.
Maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else.
If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy.
Think Phoenix fake.
My client is innocent, there's no way he could have seen what he says he did.
Is everything okay, Nick?
Well, the only thing I can see is this one. It was a baseball glove, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? I don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. That's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? The bite of leather. That's not... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness... lost bananas! Has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? It were his... They were his glasses!
Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse Oh my gosh. Stop. And that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today then? Because they're smashed, Your Honor. That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting, evil man. Yeah, good point actually, but... He tried to sabotage me by causing amnesia. I think he knows deep down that he's a very bad liar. Which boils down that you were not wearing your glasses at that time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness. Please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next, in the moments after you witnessed the crime.
The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. They must have had a lot of free time on their hands, since I showed up within 10 minutes. Yeah, he just left him there to die. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. I don't believe so. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Can I inspect the phone list? Well, first pressing. She ran away just like that. Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could Jill tell it was my client?
The witness had already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
That is true. Mr. Wright, I'm striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? Immediately, as in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college?
Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec.
Why? That's a phone booth right there. Let's press him further. How do you know what time it was? That detective told me. The detective told me. You know which one I mean. Maybe. Let me check. Oh my gosh, it was. Hey pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college. I don't believe this. But try to give me not as much hints, you know? Like, I have chat rules now, maybe check those. It doesn't matter. I believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, that the detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why you? You're just some lazy kid who...
I think the court can see your point.
Anyway, how did the police respond?
Okay, let me see. Okay. But that checks out. It's 7. Wait a sec. Why was there a 50-minute gap? Yes! Immediately! Yes! That was it! Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? Yeah, why didn't he call the police immediately after he died? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There's clearly a 50-minute gap here. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 50-minute gap. Urgh. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he will be a little dazed. Nope. 50 minutes is hardly what I will call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth. You mean you don't have a cell phone? Ah! You and your questions. As if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness. I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and now your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that the first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard that all... He really just gets carried away when he's accused like that. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Yeah, question further. Mr. Wellington, where is your cell phone right now? Huh, what are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. It was right in front of him, Your Honor! Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you can put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? There is something. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you? You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You do have some sort of proof, don't you? Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. It was right in front of him, Your Honor. It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At the crime scene photo. Is there a problem with it? Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, there is something wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Ugh. Order. Witness reported a crime as little late proof for the defense. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, that is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him, so there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the number she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else. Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yes, I have an idea. There's only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Oh boy. Yes, Your Honor. I probably should have said there was only one possibility. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? He didn't see it, probably, because his... This will also indicate that these were his, and that he committed a crime, maybe? Yes, it is! Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that, you almost gave me a heart attack! These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find? I believe the court all heard what Jesus confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order. No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. This guy is a horrible liar. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. But what he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. He is the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now it's your chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah, this is so exciting watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why? That's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie with a Y, and the victim was left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But? Wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie? Maggie. That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Miss Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was a way. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present this case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Because she was called on this phone, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do?
Didn't you try to find it by calling it?
Why you? How did you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, why are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder?
I do, Your Honor.
On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park.
And...
she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake?
My client's name is Maggie with a Y, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie with IE. This is a mistake that could only occur if all you knew was how her name sounded.
Order, order.
But, Your Honor, this witness has a motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
Can you explain what motive this witness could have had?
The phone list.
It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right?
Yeah, but...
Motive sometimes matters, but...
It's the killing blow!
Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list. These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers?
Of course.
This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artist?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking at the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder!
No it isn't.
You're one of those people!
I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want for you is to tell us what this list is about.
You think any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of a con artist on his phone?
Isn't that obvious?
The witness is a member of that group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you.
That is why you had to kill.
No, this is too much.
Come on, snap already.
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I
got you now.
That police officer.
Your Honor?
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness.
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please, let's think about the content of the phone call.
Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this?
In
If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe you should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if you think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at this crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well... I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone. So why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? Is it this? Did he see that he had a lawyer on speed dial? It is! The witness saw this! Mr. Wellington, is he correct? By the expression on his face, I would say it wasn't. It looks like I was... Ah! Ah! It was probably because he saw something that was really bad for him. Really bad thing was... No, 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 no! A police officer! What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince has gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park, still wearing his police uniform. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform! Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence.
Ugh, that guy's really creeping me out.
All you've been waving around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence? You want proof that this phone is yours. I already told you earlier. That phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't even have the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? It feels good to see you, squirm. We do seem to have a problem on our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, it's bad I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. It's got to be. Maybe... the numbers on it? This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. I don't believe this. What are you talking about? It were the fingerprints. No! Just add some of those numbers yourself. The cell phone. The fingerprints. I've got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone.
Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. What? You said there was sand all over it, Sue.
Wiped it? I wiped it?
Pretty thoroughly, too.
Oh, no. It's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves.
He's made a complete recovery.
How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here. See? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the numbers stored on this phone. It must have glitched, because all the numbers just magically disappeared.
You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence? Mr. Wellington.
What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you.
Where did you finally find your cell phone?
Oh, you are too much. Of course you have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my... Now I remember! The ringtone! Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when they switched phones! What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes?
Dick, we've heard so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's going to get out scot-free.
I know.
I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that?
Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short.
Where did I go wrong?
Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? There's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am. The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. Now, if that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town.
Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let go at that? Nope, objection.
Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick.
I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. Besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to court.
I only get one shot?
If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but that cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright can present only one more piece of evidence.
Ow.
Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. If it comes down to this, it's go time. I have no idea. Wait a second. I hand-wrote my cell phone number on the back. I'm gonna go for this one. Why, thank you. How nice. Yes! It's correct! Here, please have one of mine. Ah! It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Wait! Your Honor, there is something very important about that card. And that is the back. It's the phone number on the back. This card is important because what is on the back? You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preferring something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... What is my phone? And what is it with this stupid sounding ringtone? It's the Steel Samurai! The idiots! The idiots. Yeah, it's Steel Samurai. Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your... Oh! No, I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump of my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. The music makes it so much better. Oh, Shivas! We just witnessed a man's death. Rest in peace. So this is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
It is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird.
Not guilty!
Yay!
Amazing!
That is all. This court is adjourned. This is a great beginning. That was only like one mistake. I'm happy I got the final one right away. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life. It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building.
That is a crazy starter!
I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That is, pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the goddess of misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help.
Ah, that's right. You were talking about this earlier.
It's happened again recently too, sir.
It's like the only one exam she ever has been able to pass.
There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Ow. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering for one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself, starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I've found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the gods of misfortune is only a name. You bet, I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks, you take care of yourselves too. What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, and he always misremembered my name. But he's also been a good ally during others, like he saved me from the mafia. The judge! He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I have a clue! He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl, Maya? You finally remembered! This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right, I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example, There's Nick, what's wrong? He keeps staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Oh, well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. White. Guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. And that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Ah! Going a bit non-linear for this game. A brand new episode has been added. Okay, so that's the first case done. Well... Huh? Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna have to hide real quick. I'll be right back. Are they gone?
Okay, they are gone. Okay. Whew. I managed to escape their view. So, to celebrate, I'll take a sip of water. Yeah, I kind of snuck in here. So the guards don't know I'm here. Please keep this a secret. I don't want to go to jail again. So yeah, let's continue with the second case. I press back, please. Yes. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. What? That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Ini? It's okay, it's okay. Ah, shh. Sorry, 1 sec. Ugh, my apologies. Mom just came through the door. I finally get to see you again. And it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. Doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. Oh, not again. I can't believe something like this happened. The events of that gloomy, rainy afternoon that started this whole mess keep playing through my mind. Ooh. June 16th, 3:34 p.m. Right in law offices. Who are you? What depressing rain. Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess? But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at that weather girl on TV. I think a little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun, is what that girl said. I'd stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. But that's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. What nerve, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case? Unless you're planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we got down to business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Turner Gray. I'm a surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives? Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting! Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was that nurse. It was her that got the medications mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, that nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up on herself, again on accident, and crashes her car. Smash! Crunch! Instantly transforming her car into an accordion model. So that was the car incident I saw. Oh no. That's right. About a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. Those were the rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash.
Some people said it was to forever hide the person responsible for the malpractice incident. Why would I? Now, I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill that nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. More to the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? That's simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This just won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what that means? It means you're not coming to my clinic. You don't say. If it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? I want you to help me prove I'm innocent. You do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. What? Why? Maya Fey. You know this girl, correct? Ah, but she's away at the moment. Maya? Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Oh, it's Mia, not Maya. Get your facts straight. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second here. I worked under her? Yes, am I wrong? She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together, but she went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah, yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... She must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Huh? I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. She's the one who introduced me to Miss Faye. Is Maya really that famous? And I've already set up an appointment. For what? What else? Channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of that nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Maya. I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the powers to communicate with spirits flow strongly through us. That's what she told me. Guess she learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Ah. Not scouting training. This will be your first time channeling a spirit. Ooh. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. A condition? The condition is you, Mr. Wright. She said that she wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me? And that is why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? And so I was dragged. And that is how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. Yeah, a crazy doctor is demanding that I come with him because of a spirit channeling. June 19, 1:25 p.m. Crane Village. Ah. So this is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Aw, hello, little child. Why, hello there. Oh, she's gone. What an odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly! Someone else is coming this way. Nick! Maya, yay! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not that big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated. Just a little. It was only 2 hours by train. If I had known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well... Anyway, congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Looks like you've finally become a full-fledged medium, taking on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. But this case, do you know the messy story behind it? Ha ha ha! Behold the power of the Maya Intelligence Network! Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So what is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? The tabloids. That's what I thought. Hahaha. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come Come on, Nick. Someone take a crazy killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me.
Yeah, I guess so. So this is your hometown, huh, Maya?
Yep. Crane Village, but I've heard people call this place Medium Valley, too.
Interesting. So everyone that lives here is a spirit medium?
Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think.
That's probably true, since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong.
Actually, only the women of this village are mediums.
So what do the men do?
They usually work someplace outside the village.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you about the girl I saw earlier. Do you know her?
Oh, you mean Pearly?
Pearly?
Pearl Faye. She's my cousin.
Aww.
Isn't she adorable? Just like yours truly.
Cousin. Wait, that means, is she also a...
Yep, she's a medium too. Pearly's a real genius when it comes to channeling.
I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier.
Nah, it's not you. My aunt drilled into her head that if a suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away.
Suspicious looking?
Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters.
Of course not.
Pearly is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the outside world outside of Crane Village.
Aunt?
Pearly's mother is my aunt. Duh, come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. About time for the channeling to start.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'm doing the channeling in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers.
Alright, good luck, Maya.
Thanks!
I'm so excited. Well, at least she's still the same perky Maya. Can I move to the meditation room? Fae Manor meditation room. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. Some nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. That stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today, she said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports on the public airwaves. Looks like talking about the weather with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manor. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house, though. I was given a guide map to this building. Here, Mr. Wright, I have a copy for you too.
Okay. Let me see.
Interesting. What are you going to do once the nurse spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention. I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then, on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry, and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I have. I'll have her write. With a confession, the rain falling on my soul can finally stop.
Oh, I see.
So, how did you hear about Maya Faye? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at the college. That girl introduced me to this village. This is the home of the Crane School of Channeling. The home, huh? And Miss Maya is a daughter of the Master, I hear. Master. Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Would you care to meet her?
Yes, please.
No, don't. Let's move to the channeling chamber. Ooh, that's a lot of candles. How long does it take to light every single candle in this room? Or do they like... Nah, they don't... They're not permanent candles. Whoa, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. Yes, they're candles. Good sir, who might you be? Ah, my name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Good sir? Is she talking about me? You are a lawyer, are you not, good sir? I have heard so much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so? Mystic Maya? I am Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Faye. Nice to meet you.
Ah, I had wanted to speak with you about a certain incident, good sir. It would seem that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Huh? Don't tell me I've already forgotten. That it was not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. First a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? The past is the past, though. Let us speak of the present now. Ah, thank you. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir! Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful toward Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. She must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So about Mystic Maya, it is the blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the master. In actuality, she's the only one remaining. Only one remaining. What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last of the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? That is a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family? What's that? It is as it sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school. So, how strong are you? It is a shame. However, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the loneliness of my power to the master's. So that's how it is. So today's channeling will be her first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. It's usually easier to call that person to our world. Traffic accident indeed. The channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I'm in the process of preparing. So this room is the channeling chamber? The place where a spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you mind if we observe the session? Do not even think of such nonsense. Only the medium and the client may enter here. Oh. The secrets of the Korean techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. It is also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That is why, while channeling is being performed, that traffic door is securely locked. Oh, that's what the lock is for. Oh, yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She is an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd... She is my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? That good old T. What a cute daughter you have. A pure heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Chuck the T. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Well, I will just have to wait. Hi, Hunter! Welcome back! So yeah, what do you think of the new setup? I hope you like it. I did all the effort to break into... rent out this place for today. Especially for this playthrough. So... the rest of the playthrough will be in this format. Whoa, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What is that over there? Is that an incinerator? Looks a little out of place in a garden like this. Aw, thank you. I designed the suit myself. I'm happy you like it. Let's examine the incinerator. It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. What is this pot? It's a really old urn. The ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Oh, then that is not very interesting. I'll have to move on. Okay.
There's a side room. I hope they recycle the plastic. Fumes of plastic are very toxic, I think. Yeah, no. Oh man, and this is why garbage trucks are necessary everywhere. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There is bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. I shouldn't disturb them. Really? I want to examine. Like a peek. Exhausted medium taking a break and catching some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Okay. Hey, you! Hold on now. This gal's got a few questions to ask. Huh? Oh, well, I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. Lana! How you been? I haven't seen you in what? A year? You are, Lana Heart. You're a Lana Heart, right? Bingo! I'm the one and only paranormal photographer, Lana Heart. So I guess you're still at it, being a photographer, I mean. Of course! And today, I'm gonna get myself a real scoop. You wait and see. Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The challenge about to get started. Is it that time already? We all should hurry up and get to the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. Lot of heart, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Mystic Maya, an honored guest, please proceed into the channeling chamber. With this, I can finally swallow those pesky flies! Once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Yeah, I sure would. Mystic Maya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. That is most satisfactory. That key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. You'll be fine, Morgan. I would lose it, trust me. Okay, Dr. Gray, let's get started. Finally, let's go. He will surely die. Now, let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on, Granny! Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. But where did you learn it? Oh man, that is rude. What? I'm from the heart of the Heartland! Is that so? Then I humbly request that you return to this heart of the Heartland. What are ya? This is Corain Village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. Wow, she shut Lana up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Let us wait indeed. Hey now! What was that just now? It came from inside the channeling chamber. Hey, that's a gunshot! Excuse me. I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. I can't break in the chamber. Miss Faye, what should we do? Yellow belly chicken liver, what are you waiting for? Get down already! But the key. That key is one of a kind. In this world, there's only that one. Even I am powerless to open that door. There's really no other way. Alright. Stand aside. I'm going to break the door down. Well, wait! Wait, please! That's sort of recklessness. Yeah, now that's what I call being a man! Bam! 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 I knew it! He's dead! Dr. Gray! I was murdered. Maya?
That man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Lotta, at a time like this? Times like these are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But... Hurry, before there are more victims here. Alright, let's go, City Boy. Leave this to the granny. Uh-oh. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here. So I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. Oh no, not again. And they're on their way. That's good. Lottie, I saw a genuine mysterious phenomenon. She seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, mister. That gal, Maya, she wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. Lana doesn't know that, but Maya is channeling. Her whole physical appearance changes. Then again, weren't there only the two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Lotta, what do you do about Dr. Gray? Not much, but it is digging. That's one gent with a bad reputation. Really? I hear he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like a wet sheep. I sort of got the same impression myself. He's a real controller. Soon as his nurse or patients don't do what he says, he starts a hollering. Must have been real rough to work with him. Well, can we move already? Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's, Mystic Maya? She has returned to this world. The spirit severance technique was successful. Let me see her, please. She is still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just have to wait. Ugh. The police are here! Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? What are you doing all the way out here, Detective Gumshoe? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, time to check out the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you to the scene of the crime, Detective Gumshoe? My name isn't Jim Shoe. The two of them went into the channeling chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see Maya anywhere. Hey you, don't touch anything! Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal, I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? Yes, thank you. About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but with the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Detective Gumshoe looks like a real professional. Yet something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, huh? He was shot in the forehead. What? But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife? Huh? A knife. Basically, the victim was first stabbed, and then he was shot. Interesting. Oh, I can't examine anything yet. Let's go to the side room. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Oh! Like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually, the situation has kind of changed. Like, what do you mean?
Please stay calm, but there has been a murder.
So, like, a murder is that thing where, like, one person kills another, right?
Yes, a person has killed another person.
Oh, that's, what are words I'm looking for? It's like, totally a bummer.
Yeah. After all that effort, that's all she had to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name is Innie Minnie.
Eeny miny!
At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology.
Parapsychology.
That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP, and psychic powers. That sort of stuff.
That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So what brings you here today?
So I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium?
Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place.
Plus, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities aren't my thing.
I see. Then why were you taking a nap here?
Like, I wasn't feeling good.
Huh?
I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they were served for lunch.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
So, like, I felt sick and came here to, like, sleep. I totally feel like I wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time.
I'm sorry, this... Talking for an extended period of time gives me, like... It gives me a stuffy nose, so I'm gonna blow my nose for a second if that's okay. My apologies. So you were sleeping here the entire time?
Yeah, ever since lunch.
So you don't know anything about the murder that took place?
Like, what? Oh, that! I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed?
The surgeon that requested the channeling Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right?
Yes. I don't know any Dr. Gray.
Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier?
Huh? Well, like, a long time ago. I was, like, a patient. Yeah.
She sounds like she's trying to hide something. There's no one here as usual. The child! Hey, how are you?
Hello. Please don't be scared.
You're Pearl, right? Silent as ever.
What's that she got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before.
Oh no, she's gone. What is it? Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? Uh-oh. No! Let's search for her. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Lotta. God, don't let me be next! Yeah, don't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me! If I weren't so tough, you'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine! Did you see or notice anything that stuck out to you? Nah, well, maybe one thing. What is it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. Huh? What? Horses and ghosts and stuff coming back to get ya. This is too much, I'm sorry. What is too much? Being an occult photographer. That's some scary stuff. So I think I'm gonna try being a celebrity photographer now. Due to her being on another murder case trying to photograph a celebrity. Going after photos more within your reach from now on? More glamour, less gore. What's up? Oh yeah! What is it? I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene in Sarge. Ah, she did too, even. The seance murder. I sure like to read of that. It'll be a sensational story. Lotta? Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. Hate to kind of run, but I'm heading back in. Gotta beat those cops to the scoops of the century. Wow, I don't know who's scarier. Lotta or the spirit? Don't get between her and her scoops. And why does it feel like we've been through this before? Uh-oh. I have a feeling that those photos are gonna be used in the crime. Oh, dear madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright, everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. That is a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fey Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. Maya was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Warning. Guess I must have nodded off at some point. I hope Maya's okay. I should hurry and get to the detention center ASAP. We're back here once again. Nick! Maya! What am I going to do? I never imagined it would turn out like this! Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Come to think of it, the first time I met her, it all started right here, in this detention center. I finally get to see you again, and... It's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But that wasn't you. That doesn't matter. It might as well have been me. I was too weak. And I couldn't control the spirit's powers, so... I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but... You don't have to be nice to me. I understand. So you're the master of something of the Korean school of channeling. Actually, my mother is for now. But since that title is passed from mother to daughter, I guess I will be someday. But many people think that channeling isn't real and it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. When Maya's channeling a spirit, not only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. Dr. Gray said that he wanted to call the nurse, so... Maya's body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. What exactly happened in the channeling chamber? I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, and sat down across from him. Okay. We closed our eyes and I began the channeling. This is sounding kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After a spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing? When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. There was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move, and it was unbearable, really suffocating. It went something like that. I see. I have no idea what to say to that. There was a really familiar smell, too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that same scent before. Guess it's about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? Huh? It? What is it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. Of course. But... what's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer.
No one's decided that yet. But I did! I killed that person with these 2 hands! That's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it! Help me! Nick, help me! I'm scared. Oh. Of course I'll help you! Don't worry, I will. When is the trial? It's less like tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait! This jewel! This is called a Magatama. It's a magical charm and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. No, I won't be going to jail just yet. And Maya isn't either. Only when I lose is when I go to jail. And I haven't lost yet. Let's go to search for this child. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? Well, check the room. Meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I wager. But it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. I should take a chance and thoroughly check the room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh! Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya. And I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue, and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. Ugh, she is one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night. As did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? Ugh. That man murdered me, so I killed him. Step away from there. Yeah, what did she do? What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head. To make her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of that nurse was inside Mystic Maya's body. I used the technique to send the nurse spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When the spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will, and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is bothering the medium's body, good sir. Is that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that I would be calling upon danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms without damage in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Karain secret writings. Along with the Karain secret urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one. Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So how is Pearl today? Mr. Wright. Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she really
She's really fired up now.
In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir.
Quit? Quit what? It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It also looks quite old. Seems to be some sort of sacred text, but I can't read it. This is... It's a hole! Could this have been made by the bullet? 8 inches off the ground. Small hole that looks like a bullet hole.
Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave.
Alright, please tell Maya I said hi.
What was that?
I mean Mystic Maya.
I will tell her.
Huh. Well, let's see the room a bit more. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. She really is judging us, huh? It's because we're not from this village. Mirror-like object from a cloudy reflective surface, and some branches of a secret tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Guess they're used during the channeling. I want to examine the bloodstain, please. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. Straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood. Oh, it's not a piece of evidence. That sucks. Meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy looking door. Side of lock of it is broken because, well, I broke it. Doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Is that the only thing? Some empty space behind the folding screen. Light of the candles can't really reach back there, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Someone is probably hiding back there. I think that's everything. Let's search for the child. Well, Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school?
Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy.
No, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Smith, Esquire.
That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright.
Smith, right. Well, I got, like, 3 letters at least.
I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here?
So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and...
You told me about that yesterday. The sesame allergy too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today.
Oh, so, like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more, like, clear about it.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. Like, it's really...
That's it. Why did you stop mid-sentence?
Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again?
If Lada ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. I have a feeling she's gonna give me the same things again. I really need to find Pearl. But let's examine the place. Small to walk around. Incinerator peaks. Burn. Nothing here. Where could she be? It's called a great boulder. It's a big stone for spirits to live in or something like that. I don't know where she is. My office! I need a break. Speaking of break, I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's getting close to 3 hours now. So maybe like. Anyway, maybe I'll do the investigation and the first trial, and then I'll stop. I don't know how long the first trial is. It feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray bought the other day? Over there. Ah, here it is, right at the top of my desk. This is the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. 1 year, on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice. Well, at least I have that. Maya must be in another round of questioning. I hope the detectives are taking it easy on her butt. These kinds of cases aren't usually taken lightly either. I guess I'll come back later. 100 ways to save money? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. I guess I'll have to talk to the lady anyway. So why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose this village is a real thing after all. So, like, I asked if I could stay here for, like, a little longer. He sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's, like, totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. I have a feeling she is the one behind this. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow, I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. Wow, rude, Nick. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him, like, yesterday too. That's right, her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? I didn't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago. I was like a patient, yeah. Ah, a red herring. Maybe. Okay, she's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Well, what about this? Like, I'm really sorry, but... And I know, like, you totally had your heart set on it, but I can't, like, take it. Who said anything about giving this to you? Okay, fine. Now I can find this child. Yay, Pearl! Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she's open to friendly chatting. Oh, she's still holding something in her hand. Looks like she has the same thing she had yesterday. Ah! Huh? If only had something that will catch your interest, maybe then she'll talk to me. Move back here. Present. Yes! Oh, yeah, Maya said to give this to you. I'm in trouble now! Oh no! Please don't cry! If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're shadowing. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. You work with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I better know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. Nah, she's not. We're not in a relationship. We haven't seen each other for a year. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special self. Well, at least someone agrees. Won't she? What? So then, of course, you're going
It's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining bright in your eyes. It must be true love.
What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid?
I'm just jealous of Miss Maya. Oh, what a wonderful relationship.
Okay. I'll let you have this one. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... Wonder what game that is. There are like 6.
I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, and I'm going to help you in any way I can.
Finally! I can tell. So, what you've got there, Pearl? Oh, yeah, the spin-offs, I forgot. But those are British, from what I've heard. Oh, this? I found it yesterday.
If you wanted, I could give it to you.
Accept it? Ooh, yeah, I've heard about that one too. I'm interested in that one as well, but they're very hard to get. It's like a very rare copy on the 3DS. Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me...
You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick.
Not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Yeah. That's kinda... Yeah, people need to learn how to write better romances. Because the first glance stuff gets very tiring after you notice it.
I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's also great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her.
Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered.
Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad.
Every glance. Oh, sorry.
But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her.
Where in the world did you get an idea like that?
By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from?
Which channeling school?
Yes, for example, I studied the Korean technique.
Ah, I get it. No. I'm a lawyer. Well, you may not have noticed, but Edward also glanced at us a lot last game.
Lawyer?
Yep, like Mia.
Is that related to spirit mediums in any way?
Not that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
Maya did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world.
Mr. Nick?
Yes, Pearls? Can I call you... I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl.
Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama?
Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you.
But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy.
Spiritual energy.
Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful.
What do you mean?
It will let you see people's secrets.
See people's secrets?
Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. And I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding his secrets.
Ooh, mechanic time! Well, I know one person who's hiding a secret. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today.
Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter?
What? No! How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray.
I, totally don't know him.
Nope. You're lying. Ah, what is that?
You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock. You can see the lock on that person's heart.
Oh, what?
This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psychic locks, Mr. Nick.
Psychic locks, huh?
The more someone wants to hide the secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it.
Unlock? But how?
Please use Mystic Maya's Makatama on this person. And let's remove the lock.
I have no idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try.
You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop.
Does this mean I will die if I make too many mistakes? Well, I've got to start somewhere. Let's try to give the Psyche Lock thing a try. You're totally more persistent than a roach. A game over. Oh no. I will go to jail for this? This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. Guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use my Magatama. Ah, I see. Here you go. The victim. Eeny Miny, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you. Like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? While it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person, I do believe you might at least indirectly know of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed, like, something that shows a possible connection. This article. Here is your proof. Like, what is that? Ouch, I guess it doesn't have... What? Pearls did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. Well, it may be possible that you should actually... What? What? It wasn't the article? What? It had to have been the article. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Oh, that's annoying. It wasn't the article? What is this? I'm sure that wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. Mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and, like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so, like, it's all set for tonight. Maybe. So, someone to show things to. Ah, hey, Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Hi, Pearl. I'm not scary, honest. Wow, I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real genuine pistol. That's not something to show to a kid! Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing here? Why are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we got a few pieces. No, they don't. You've got proof? Yeah, pal, that puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. He must be talking about Lotta. Actually, speaking of Lotta... The photograph! I took some hot pictures earlier. Huh? Remember? I took some pictures at the murder scene is hard. Lotta's hot pictures. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? About Dr. Gray, the victims wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh?
I was sworn I cut an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. Boy, are those pickpockets. It looks really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Copy of the article. I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy in the office. Yep. Here you go, pal. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's that news story, the one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. Ah, there we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Mimi Miney. Nurse at Gray's surgical clinic died after falling asleep at the wheel. Oh. Perfect, that's exactly what we needed. Thank you, pal. Well, I think we got it. I'm gonna take a sip real quick. There we go. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps? At Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. There we go. Yay! My life has been restored. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was, like, a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sis so hard, so, like, that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, the duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Yeah. So that wasn't all, huh? There must be something else. Well, I didn't ask Gumshoe anything. Oh man, it's really sad indeed. Maybe Pearl will be used. Maybe she will be our assistant, but I don't think that's wise because a 5-year-old in the trials is not a good idea. Thank you. I'm trying my best to be as distinctive as possible. But I don't know if I'll just use with Gumshoe, like I just use the same voice as Nyx because I've got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So, which do you want to hear first?
We can check later. I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Did he break out of jail? What? He got life in prison, didn't he? What? Von Karma? No! Bad Fred Von Karma! He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor! He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. The horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. No! Did he break out of prison? Wait a sec. But did Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? He had children? So, who is the successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal. It's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor real young. Like, 13. And hasn't lost a trial since? That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13! The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13! I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. Oh! The country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? It's probably why I've never heard of this person. Well, children are allowed in court during murder cases. Like with the 5th case in the first game. I always thought it was kind of messed up. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma, and I'll get chills down my spine. And I get terrible flashbacks from that case. Yeah, it sure is. Stop it! Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix! None of that matters anymore. Now that he's gone. I'm sorry, that's... That sounded so funny in my head.
Mr. Nick?
What's wrong?
I have never left Green Village.
Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing.
You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi.
Of course. Hey, wait! She ran off again. Well, I know Ini's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Well, before I check, how old is Pearl? Pearl is 8 years old. We're getting help from an 8-year-old. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That's voice! It's Mia! But Mia! Even without me being here, looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Boss! I missed you too. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Through channeling Maya. Through Maya channeling her, I'd say. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your clients. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. And especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. Think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is. I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams? They can't. From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. Yes, I know. This one. Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key. Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. What? Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the psyche locks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide on the lock and key from even me? What in the world is going on? Oh my goodness. I did not expect that. Ooh. It is getting late though. I don't know if I'm gonna continue. Because I don't think the first trial will end in an hour, personally. The first trial already took a long time to finish. So... maybe I'll stop from here. Maybe just some after game chatting or something. It's a bit of a disappointment, but I am getting tired myself. It's been a while since I did a visual novel. I'm sorry. But I'm getting tired. Nah, I don't have Among Us, sadly. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for you guys for coming here today. You're the only guys who saw my beautiful, beautiful new upgrade to my streams. Oh yeah, Hunter was also here. He saw it too. Nah, no worries. I'll come back next week, like always, right? You'll get to hang out with me again then. I do have a bit of a bigger... Nah, sorry. My apologies. Maybe... I don't feel really comfortable with having a Discord yet. Maybe when I get, like, bigger. Because... I really need to think on that, personally. Oh man, I'm so tired. Gonna take a sip of water. At the moment, I'm just vibing. I'm not really trying to make a community yet. I'll like do that when I really see a future in this. For now, I'm just doing this for fun. I'm not taking this seriously yet. Oh no, it's just a button. Ladybug though. That can maybe be a good idea for a costume. But I'll have to leave out the blue. That will be disappointing. Yeah. But yeah, I'll post like a full body of this outfit on my Twitter later, so you can get a good look at it. But for now, I'll just call it a day, I guess. And it's been a lot of fun. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. We're continuing with the game. Let's see if I can rent out this place for another week. So yeah, bye bye!